Jump in at Short Cute Cooking. Today I'm making ratatouille. I need a wooden spoon. This will do. The first thing I'm doing is the sauce. I'm pretty sure everybody saw the cartoon Ratatouille when making the dish, which is basically like a vegetarian or vegan lasagna, basically, without cheese. But with the sauce, you don't need a whole bunch of it because it only really goes on the bottom of the pan. I think I cut too many bell peppers and onions, but don't worry, I can use something else. Now in the recipe, it does say tomato. And normally I follow each direction. Every recipe I get, I try to follow directions to the letter, but I'm allergic to tomatoes. So we're gonna omit the tomatoes and add mushrooms. Now I did use, this is my second time making this, so I did used to know the meaning and the colors for the dish, but I think I forgot it because the red, purple, green, yellow, they all mean something different from, but I just completely forgot. Don't get me started, my memory freaking sucks. But it does have a nice little meaning to it. Now I can't eat raw tomatoes or tomatoes straight out of the can like I used to. I still want to use some stewed tomatoes in the sauce. I can eat a small amount of cooked tomatoes, like tomato sauce. And I can't really do salsa, but I can do a little bit of the sauce. Now in this, I use some, trying out just different oils to see how the food, if it tastes different or mean different. I'm just trying this neutral oil out. It's pure soybean oil. So we're gonna see how that turns out. And I do have, after me slicing, I do have like small pieces of the vegetable left, and I'm gonna do probably saute the squash and onion with the rest of the bell pepper, and make some, and probably deep fry the eggplant slices to make a personal some personal eggplant parmesan, whatever. Just want to show you, these are the eggplants. Now, what I do with my eggplants, before I use it, I salt it and let it sweat so it gets the some of them. I'm not gonna say all of them. Some do have a bitter taste to it. So in order to get that flavor out, I lay it out and I just salt it, and see how it's sweating. That's pulling it out. So if you want to do that, you don't have to, but if you want to do that, that's how I do my eggplant. And don't mind my boxes, you guys. I'm getting ready to relocate, so everything is almost packed up. Now I want to cook these, the bell pepper and onions. I want to cook these about 5 minutes. That way you better cook it so when the onions start turning really clear colored, and you can smell it. I gotta get Italian seasonings. I just doing some time and some basil. I packed all my seasonings up and did not mark the boxes like an idiot. Now the recipe I'm doing does take a little longer than just sauteing them. And the first time I did it, I sauteed each vegetable separately. Then I combined them together and then put them in the oven. But it seems so time consuming to have to saute them all and then that extra step. But what I am gonna do is the design I'm gonna do for them is what's gonna take the longest time because I'm doing a rectangular instead of a circle. I'm using a rectangle, a square actually. It's more of a square pan to bake it in. And I call myself not trying to do too much because it's just me and my daughter here. And I hate having leftovers. So this would be a good time to add the tomatoes. Now what I'm going to end up doing is probably just smashing them down some to turn into like almost a paste, but not really. And I'm adding garlic to this, but I want to wait until I added the tomatoes because if you overcook garlic, it gets bitter. And no one wants that. That's ginger. And I'm using my paste. Which is extremely convenient. Oh, that smells good already. It looks like I put butter in it because how thick the paste is. Since this is going to be our base sauce, I am going to season it so it does have a great flavor. Because you really don't have to do too much seasoning until you finish layering. I need some rosemary at a time. I want to add So what I just did was, I was going to add some tomato paste, but I packed it, so I'm adding just a little bit. It's about 2 tablespoons of sauce, spaghetti sauce, to this. So tomorrow we can have spaghetti. That don't go bad. You know what, let's just make it 3, like about 3 tablespoons of sauce to give it that nice red color that's going to be missing since I didn't add the tomatoes. Now it doesn't matter, to me it doesn't matter which bell pepper you use because they all turn sweet once you start cooking. Which one?
This lady just called me telling me something. I know you was looking for the programs for back taxes, that you owe some back taxes. I said, you had the wrong number. She said, I am not trying to save anything, ma'am. I said, you have, I'm too young to have back taxes and taxes. So she said, okay, bye, and then hung up.
You get the phone calls. I would have played on the phone like, for real, lady? I just went like, what name is say? I would just been on the phone just.
Yeah, she had to hear it for free.
I would have played with her. For real, back taxes? How much is it? Like the lady did, that newscaster did on TikTok, and he was like, and 3, 2, 1. We're back. We're live with a scam call right now. And the police are now tracing the call as we speak. Now, what did you say your name again was, sir? Like, boo. So we're going to let this simmer for about 10 minutes. That actually smells really good. Taste it. It's got tomato sauce and tomatoes. Why you gotta look like that?
Too garlicky.
Too garlicky. That was me going crazy with the little squirt of garlic. No, I'm gonna have to make more sauce then. Have me the tomato sauce. But that's it, just too much garlic. It's too powerful, or it's just like...
It's like, yeah.
Let me just add a little, give me some more then. See, I just added too much garlic sauce.
More what?
Garlic paste. spaghetti sauce. Trying to smash down the spaghetti sauce. I just opened some. Alright. You're going to try to balance out the garlic. Because you can't go back and take the garlic out. So. Well, come back in like 5 minutes tomorrow and retaste it for me. Even though I love a nice garlic flavor. But you said it's overpowering. And this is your dinner. So we're going to let this simmer for 10 minutes and have my daughter taste it in 5 minutes to see if I cook down some of that garlic taste. See, this is what happens when you don't measure stuff. You got to measure stuff. I've been cooking for over 20 years and I knew better and I didn't do better. Now I got to make do with what we got to make it not taste so harsh. For what you using it for?
Her foot.
Who foot? Well, it's falling.
No, not swollen. I just, because he's, it's like, it's one of the stuff. I just want him to numb his little foot.
I don't know what I think that I did to get it off the last time. So when you pulled it.
Oh, no, it's not like, it's not loose. He can't get it with his little mouth.
So we need to, hold on, let me pause this. So now that our sauce is ready, put that down first. You want it to be as even as possible, but you don't want it to be too high in some places and then low in other places. Just try to get it as smooth as possible. Don't mean like a lot of empty spots. Now I already rinsed the salt off my eggplant. This bowl is too little. Let's go for the nice essence. Now I use the mandolin to cut mine thin. If you don't have one, don't worry about it. Slice it as thin as you can with just a knife. It does not have to be perfect. Now this is my first time actually doing this pattern. The last one I did, I just made the, just cut them into squares. You're just gonna go around the whole dish and stack. I could not find a small eggplant for nothing yesterday. Sometimes you gotta use what you got. Mari, did you get the hair off the bird's foot? Okay. So this is how mine look. It does look better with the tomato. Oh, sorry, you guys. That the red color does make it pop a little more. But this is it. I'm gonna But once I take it out the oven, I got like a little bit of sauce left in here, and I just scoop it on the individual pieces. So we'll put this in the oven. We're gonna let this cook for about 25 minutes on 350. Yes, I'm black, and we always put everything on 350. That way it don't cook too fast, and it don't cook too slow. Now I do have vegetables left. What I'm gonna do is make an actual lasagna with these, with the tomato sauce I just opened, and I'll show you guys how to do that on the next video. I'm just gonna deep fry those because they're good deep fried. Alright, foil. Cover these up with some foil. Put it in the oven on 350 for about 20 to 25 minutes. Alright. Now, just took the foil off of it. This is how it looks when it's done. Now what I'm gonna do is what I normally do. Let's turn it up a notch. This is my first time having vegan cheese. So I want to keep it all the way vegetarian / vegan. I don't want to mess it up by using, it smells like it. It's a really, really, really subtle, extremely subtle taste, but it's like really mild cream cheese. I mean, cheddar cheese. So, I ain't gonna put it over the whole thing. I'm just gonna put it on, see how it tastes good, see how it tastes. You got the texture right though. That's pretty neat. How it feels similar to shredded cheddar cheese. What's that shredded? It's not melting. So that's one thing that's gonna throw me off, that it is not melting. I had it in the oven for a good 10 minutes and it did not melt. So I'm trying to get a really huge piece. Like it looked like a trap melt, but it's just taking too long, so I don't know. I probably have to get a different vegan cheese. I'm just basically just testing out vegan stuff to see if it's even worth me switching over. I'm already like no to the tofu, and then the just egg is pretty good, but it's an acquired taste. Well, there you have it. Ratatouille turned up a notch. It actually tastes pretty good. I ain't gonna lie. You can taste the mushroom. You can taste each individual. Now the cheese, even though it didn't melt, it's still getting like somewhat stringy, like it still has that mild flavor to it. So I'll give it about a B. Whereas I did pretty good on how it looks and how it turned out. And even though I put too much garlic in the beginning, we kind of balanced that out. We're adding just a little more tomato sauce and spaghetti sauce and tomato. But it's pretty okay. I'm not going to say I'm going to cook this once a month, but I will definitely cook it again. It's hot. So, it's actually really good. Now all I need is some smoked salmon or something. That probably just good with it. But thank you for tuning in. This is Chef Joanne. Until next time, enjoy the video. Like, subscribe, and share. And thank you for keep it. Oh, I haven't did the video so long. I forgot what I be saying. Keep it short, keep it cute, and keep cooking. Until next time, have a good night.